NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butt.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Howell. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It goes a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Look at the Saints defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Brissett. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Again, it's Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Throwing here, Howell.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, here's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Howell running right on the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They set the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now Howell. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Play action now. Brissett.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Ooh, the juke. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brissett on 1st down.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On play action, Brissett.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. When the Commanders force the turnover, they'll take over at the 10. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And complete right side to Cook. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Back to throw. Howell.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left. On 1st down, Howell.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Howell.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Howell down to throw it.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Brissett going to move him around here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now he'll look to throw it. Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Setting up the screen for Cook. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down, Howell to throw. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Play fake. Brissett.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quan Martin.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Second down, Howell back to pass. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Olave holds it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Throwing, Brissett.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Here's Brissett.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Now they go play action with Howell. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Looking right sideline, that's complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Brissett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Kamara up the middle.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one. So make it 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Fighting through it, he's got space. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Saints had 6 to their lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Here's Hal.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Hal. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw. Howell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mariota going to change the play. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now it's the backup Mariota. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
Looking for Dotson. He's got him.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson.
50 yards.
And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Howell throwing for it.
Able to shake him off. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and a couple.
Here's Mariota, option left. With Marcus Mariota, nobody's going to catch him.
He's still on his feet.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Mariota.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Here we go. First and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Kamara trying again. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Touchdown!
Alvin Kamara
from 4 yards out.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. The lead is now 21-14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd. See if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Got a little whipped cream victory here for New Orleans. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Saints, the streak is over as they finally get a win after 10 losses to start the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses.